What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about chess? Well, if you said pieces and like bishops and kings and stuff, that is the wrong answer. The right answer is facial hair. Because many, if not all of like the top 50 players, I'd say around 35 of the top 50 players have like a beard or a mustache. But which one of those beards or mustaches is the best beard or mustache? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. And we're going to be taking three different criteria. The first criteria is if they have a beard or mustache. If they don't have a beard or mustache, they're going all the way down to the bottom. I have a special category for those clowns. And the other ones are how well groomed it is. Of course, pretty good. And how much there is, because sometimes a big beard or a big mustache or a long one, it really is like the driving factor of how good it looks, right? So we're gonna start off here with number 20. We're gonna look at only the top 20 today. We're starting off with Hans Niemann, who, in all honesty, kind of surprised me that he was in the top 20 at all, because he always, to me, felt more like a 2720 than a 2750, which is insane that he is right now. But he's number 20, and he has a pretty decent little beard he's got there. In all honesty, I think that the beard on Hans Niemann is one of his best features. Like from his looks, if he was clean shaven, he would not look as good. He would not look like nearly as good as he does with his beard, and I think that he probably works pretty well on it. It's a good beard, and it's well groomed. The only issue is that there's not that much there. It's a kind of a smaller beard, which is why, like, instead of an S tier facial hair, we're gonna put this either an A or B tier, because we're probably gonna put him in a B tier because he has a good beard, but it's nothing really compared to the other ones. But now we have number 19, which is, of course, the former world champion, Ding Liren. And if we take a good close-up look at his face, if we really zoom in there, like we can get like a little bit close-up, a little even more closer, you might be able to see what's wrong about him. He doesn't have a beard or a mustache at all. He's clean-shaven. And I can't do. He goes into the terrible category. You know what? It's not even beardless. We're just putting it in F tier. Come on. What are we doing? I'm putting it in F tier. Come on. Seriously? Why is this? Tier maker is so annoying to use. Yeah, we're putting this in F tier. Yeah, there we go. That's the first one. There's gonna be more to come. We have more of these clean shaven people here, but next one that we have is a pretty decent one. We have, believe this is Vladimir Fedoseev. Yes, this is Vladimir Fedoseev. And if we look at his face here in this nice picture that I got out for him, that's a real nice beard. That's a very nice beard, actually. That's a better beard than Hans. And honestly, you can tell that he spent a good amount of time working on that beard and trying to fix it up. It is a well-groomed beard. He has nothing bad about that beard. It's a good beard along with a good mustache, and everything looks good about that. I don't actually see a problem with this. I think this is an S tier beard. S tier facial hair. Great. It's amazing. The next one we have is another really good one with a beard. Shakhriyar Mamedyarov. And Shaq was kind of the reason why I made this video. Really, it was Shaq and Magnus, because of Magnus's like beard over the last little bit. Now Shaq's the first chess player that I noticed had like a really nice beard. he's the first guy that I realized, dang, that's a good beard. And I'm looking at it now, and I'm not thinking that it's as good as Fedoseev's, but I do think that it's better than Hans's. It's a good beard, and don't get me wrong, that's a good beard, but it's not the best. So I think I'm gonna put him in A tier with in between Hans and Fedoseev, because it's pretty nice facial hair. Now we have another beardless. Laquan Liam, straight to F tier. We don't want you here. Same with Duda. No. Come on, Jan Christoph. What are we doing? Grow some facial hair. You can do it. You don't have an excuse like the other guys. Yeah, come on. I was gonna say that he's not Asian, which is true, but I just kind of decided against it. Well, I just said it right now. Whatever. Anyway, we get to another one who has a beard this time. Lenier Dominguez. Lenier Dominguez is a little bit of a special case because Lenier is old. Lenier is a little bit of an older guy. I think he's like 35 or something. He's one of like the older chess players, and he's not in his prime anymore. But Lenier, if I'm right, I could be completely wrong, but the point of this is that Lanier has a pretty nice beard as well. Now, would I say that his beard is as good as Fedoseyev's? No, I don't think I would, but is his beard better than Hans's? I'd say so. I'd say that Lanier is probably up here in the A tier with Shaq because Lanier's beard, if we're looking at it like carefully and we're looking at it like right, Lanier has kind of done himself with some good beard, and I really do think he works. I do think he's a slightly above Shaq though, because yeah. But after a good one, there always has to be a bad one. We have two categories that are unused, C and D tier, and Vishy Anand is gonna be in one of those categories. Vishy Anand has had some facial hair in his career. He has had like a decent beard, but really it's nothing more than some stubble. And this means that with our first criteria, the criteria of having to have some bush on it, and you gotta have some longevity to the beard. You can't just be completely like small with just like tiny bits of hair there. I really do think that Vishwanathan Anand, although he is a world champion, much like Dingleren, he's gonna go to one of the bottom spots on this list. He's gonna go into D tier because that's just, come on, dude. Either grow a beard or shave yourself clean, man. Choose one. Choose one. You gotta do something better than having this stubble. That's not even. It doesn't even. It's just not that good. But after Vishy, who we can all agree doesn't have that good of a beard, we have a much better beard. We have Levon Aronian. Now, Levon is decent. Had some fun times in the chess world. I think he was, when he became a grandmaster, was the youngest grandmaster, if I'm remembering correctly. But he's also a bit past his time. I believe he's one of the oldest players in the top 20. The oldest is, of course, Vishy Anand at 55, but I think Levon is in his 40s, and he's a bit past his prime. He still plays incredibly well, but that's not what we're looking at here today. His beard is okay. His beard is okay. Now, would I say that it's as good as, say, Fedoseev? Of course not. Fedoseev has a great beard. Would I say it's as good as even Lanier? No, I don't think so either. I think Lanier has a pretty good beard as well. But I do think that he's on par with Hans. I don't think that he's in C tier. He's definitely not in D tier. I think that he's on par with Hans's beard. And I think that puts him in B tier for bitty, decent beard, I guess. I don't know. I can't think of something that starts with B. Beard, I guess. B for beard. Uh, yeah, but Levon deserves this tier, like many others before him. One before him, he deserves that tier. He has a pretty decent beard. I can't really imagine him clean shaven, but is his beard his like most important factor? Probably not. No. Next we have someone terrible, straight to the F tier. Come on, what are we doing, Leslie? Grow some facial hair. Are you really a top 20 if you don't even have a beard? Come on, dude. What are we doing? Disappointing, Wesley. Disappointing. But now we have Jan, who is one of the most exemplary beards in the chess world in general. Jan Nepomniachtchi, if you can spell his name, it is Iannepomenniatschitchi, I believe, has a pretty good beard. And especially in this photo that I got for him here with no background for some reason, because I couldn't find something with a decent background. A couple of them don't have any. I think Lequang Liem's is also one with one of those like squared backgrounds. I couldn't find like a good picture of him that doesn't have that. But Jan in this photo just looks amazing. His beard is just incredible. It's long. It's one of the longest beards in the chess world at this point. Probably maybe not like at Magnus's level of beard. He has a pretty long beard, but you can tell that he's groomed it as well. Like that beard has like probably like product in it. Like he's done like work on that beard, and it looks really really good at him. He would look good without a beard as well. Like let's not kid ourselves. Jan Nepomniachtchi is a pretty good looking guy. Jan Nepomniachtchi is a pretty good looking guy. But if we go with our criteria of bushy, he's got that. Of well groomed, he's got that, and of course the last one he does have to have a beard. He has a beard. That's an S tier. That's an S tier beard. Jan, honestly, in my opinion, Jan is one of the best looking chess players that we have. Probably the best looking chess player because he just has like everything going for him. He's definitely top of S tier. He's above Fedosseev. I would say Jan is probably. I can't really speak for this, but in the 2700 club, Jan is probably the best looking. He looks really, really good with his beard. And, yeah, I think it really works out for him. Next time, we have the player Wei Yi, who, as we can see from this image, goes to F tier. And we will not be talking about Wei Yi or any of the people in F tier for the rest of this video because we just can't deal with them. We just can't deal. They're not important enough for us if they don't have any facial hair. Like, what are you doing, guys? This is the reason why they're not world champion. None of these people will ever get the world champion just because they don't have facial hair. You gotta grow facial, then you can become world champion. That's it. I don't care that Ding was already world champion. He could have become ultra mega world champion if he did the facial hair thing. So we get to someone better. Alireza Firouzja. Not a good beard. Not a good beard. Not very well kept. Not very bushy. I'd say he has a good mustache. I would give him that. Alireza has a pretty decent mustache. He's been working on that before. But I wouldn't say he's in like the worst beard tier. But I do think that he's not a B tier. I think he's got to go to C tier. It's not that good of a beard. It's really not that good of a beard. Keep the mustache, man, but ditch the beard. Come on. It just doesn't really, I feel like it just doesn't really work with him. I don't know if there's a hot take, but Alireza's beard is just not that good. It's just not that good. And unfortunately, again, we have to go back to the beardless section with two more. Praggnanandhaa, Norbert Abduzaftorov. That's it. No, the rest of the guys have beards, trust me. The rest of the guys have beards. We're not going to talk about the beardless section anymore. I know, it's terrible. You hate looking at them. Here, I'll cover it with a black box for the rest of the video. We don't have to look at those clowns anymore. We can look at the more distinguished gentlemen with beards, including one Arjun Erigaisi, number 5 in the world right now. He is 2776, pretty decently high, of course. Well, decently high, of course. He's one of the best players ever. He's pretty good at chess. He knows how the pieces move. He knows how the knight moves in an L shape. He's very very good at knowing how that works. His beard is decent. It's better than Vichy's, of course. I don't think anyone's gonna be. Maybe Fabi's worse than Vichy. I don't know, but Arjun Erigaisi, I don't know. He can either be in B tier or C tier. He's kind of a stranger. I don't think that I could put him in B tier just because I put Alireza in C tier. Like Alireza is also, this is like the same photo, by the way. Alireza and Vichy have the exact same picture. It's really funny, the exact same angle, and they're both playing black. No, but I really don't think I can put Arjun higher than Alireza if I'm doing this properly. Maybe I'm going to change my choice about Alireza. Okay, we're changing choice about Alireza. Alireza is going to be at the bottom of B tier, and Arjun's going to be by himself in C tier. I don't think that I can put Alireza. I can keep Alireza in C tier. I feel like someone would get mad at me. Because, I mean, okay, the mustache is really nice. And this is the facial hair debate, not the beard debate. But you can kind of tell that Arjun Erigaisi, he doesn't care about his beard. I don't think he cares about it too much. He's just a guy who plays chess and shaves once in every while. He's not a big he's not too interested in it. But after this, we get to someone who probably looks better clean shaven, Fabiano Caruana. Now, Fabiano Caruana, I gotta admit, his beard is not This is the one photo of him that has facial hair that I could find. This one little itty bitty photo of him. He has facial hair in this photo. A lot of the time he doesn't have facial hair. I gotta admit, man, come on, just shave it off. Just shave it off. In all honesty, it looks okay. It looks okay. But I think we're gonna have to give it all the way down to D tier. Maybe higher than Vichy. I don't know. I really don't like Vichy's facial hair situation. I think that maybe Fabi should go behind Vichy. It's just not. It just doesn't work out. I mean, my guy, he is a clean shaven caddy. Come on, we know about him. We've seen him clean shaven. We've seen him with beard. We know which one we like better. We like clean shaven Fabi, and for that reason, I think I'm gonna put him behind Vichy Anand because I genuinely think that the beard detracts from Fabi. I think the only one on this list that the beard detracts from is Fabiano Caruana, which is kind of mean, but I mean that's the point of ranking. We gotta do something about that. I mean he's what is he 2800? Maybe not right now. I don't know. He's fourth place on 2700.com. I can't really remember his exact rating. Maybe he's like 2780 or something, but he's been 2800 in the past. So has our generic Geisy, and so has two of the others that we have on this list. But before that, we go to the current world champion. We go to Gukesh Domaraju. Dang. When I look at that man, the first thing that I see about him is the beard. That's the first thing that I see about him. That beard is really, really good. Now, would I put it above Fedoseev? Maybe, but would I put it above Jan? No. It's good, and it especially looks good in that photo. But Fedoseev, but Jan is really, really good. And Fedoseev, I have to think about this actually. Gukesh over Fedoseev. Let's go to that on the checklist. Now, they both are very well groomed. If we're going down to the material list, I think that probably Gukesh goes over Fedoseev just because he has a little more bush on him. Like you can see, like Fedoseev got that stubble, right? He's got that like good beard stubble that looks really good on him. But Gukesh has like a thick one. Gukesh has a thick beard. He has a pretty good mustache too. Like maybe it's genetics or something, but I think that Gukesh has a better facial hair than Fedoseev, and he's an S tier. He's an S tier beard man, and you can tell that he's world champion because that beard really exemplifies it. You can see that crown in every single strand of that beard hair, which is just marvelous, just perfect. And after that, we go to someone who is a very kind of a polarizing figure right now, Karu Nakamura. If I can stop, thank you. Hikaru Nakamura. And Karu Nakamura is polarizing for a couple things. Like with Hans Niemann, of course, he's kind of in the boat with him. Those two are can't really take one without the other, and it's just a little bit. I don't know. It's a bit confusing to rate him on his beard as well. Hikaru has an interesting beard, a much more interesting beard than the rest of them. I think that Hikaru's beard is the one that probably needs the most scrutinization. It's groomed. It's well groomed. I do think that he's groomed his beard a decent amount. It's just a really confusing point because do I think that Hikaru has a better beard than Hans? I don't know. Maybe he has a better beard than Hans. He has some decent facial hair, Hikaru. But I mean, if you look up Hikaru Nakamura, there are pictures with the beard. There are pictures without the beard. Does he look better with the beard? I think so. I think he looks better with the beard. But I don't think that he's an A-tier bearder. I don't think he's an A-tier bearder. I think he's below Shakhriyar Mamedyarov. I'm realizing now that maybe I shouldn't have put Shakhriyar Mamedyarov in A-tier, but I think he looks really good with the beard. And if you want to like say no, you can tell me in the comments. I will be very, very happy for that engagement. Um, but Hikaru is below. Hikaru's beard is just a little bit strange. I think I'm gonna put him. Actually, this is like the perfect spot for him. Maybe above Ali Reza. Maybe he has a better beard than Ali Reza. But I think this guy Levon. I think Levon has a better beard than him, and I don't think that he's better than Hans. But I think B tier is where he suits him. I think B tier is where it suits Hikaru. Because Hikaru kind of deserves to be there. Hikaru has a decent beard, but it's just not the best. It's just not the best. I think that he could probably work on it a little bit more. You can tell he's worked on it a decent amount, but I don't know. I don't know. Last but not least, we have Magnus Carlsen. Magnus. And as we can see from this photo, um, he's fitting one criteria. He's fitting the criteria of how bushy his beard is. But I don't think the well-groomed aspect is really there. I think Magnus I think Magnus really does look good with a beard. But he's kind of in the same boat of Hikaru as like I could take him either way, like clean shaven or bearded. It's a little bit strange. He might go in A tier just because of the bush, because the bush is a big aspect, and it's what like changes like Jan over Vichy or Vichy over Fedoseev. Also, I'm really hoping that I'm naming these guys correctly. I think I am, but if I'm not, like I'm gonna be really irritated at myself in post. Magnus has the beard, and it's bushy, but I don't think it's that well groomed. The real question is, do I put him above Hans? I think Hans is a good like medium style. Like he has a good beard, but like it's a good jumping off point for Hans for to rank these guys with Hans. I think Magnus. I think Magnus is slightly lower than Hans. I think the best player in the world is a little bit lower than Hans. Is he above? Is he above Levon? I keep forgetting Levon's name. Is he above Levon Aronian? I think they kind of got the same thing going on, but Levon's got like the Grumman and Magnus has got the Bush. Which one do I like more? Which one? Which criteria do I like more? I think the Bush is higher, and I think this is the list. This is the list. Of course, we have some issues here with 7 out of the top 20 having no facial hair at all, which is disappointing to say the least. But all in all, this is what we got, with Jan definitely being at the top. Jan has a really, really good beard. And well, that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys found this entertaining. And hopefully this inspires you to go grow your own beard. Maybe buy a fake beard. Do something with beards. Alright? And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys found this entertaining. If you did, remember to like, subscribe. Don't know what these YouTubers tell you to do. And yeah, that's it.